a Friday. Whoop, whoop. Yes, and she's back. Of course, my mom loves the camera, and of course, she wouldn't say no to me. So, welcome again on the show, this time on Cocktails and Suitcases, the only channel where we have fun traveling around the world while sipping our cocktails. This week's cocktail is the peach cocktail. Nothing ordinary about my cocktail, but Miss Patra here has a yummy cocktail. What cocktail are you having, Mom?
Oh, this is traditional Mahelo.
So what's the recipe?
Oh, you just make porridge and then you add a bit of flour and then some sugar. Let it stay for 1-2 days. Then it will be yummy, yummy.
Okay, so that's corn porridge, I assume?
Oh yes, corn porridge.
Okay, awesome. So, apart from that, let me say a big shout out to Auntie Funi. Thank you so much for my beautiful top, my African attires. I love it when we have guests from back home. They bring all this beautiful African attires. So thank you so much. Today we're dressed by Auntie Funi. So let's dig in. What's this week's topic? I'm sure you're wondering. Of course, she's from Zambia. We've already talked about Zambia. This time around, she will be addressing travel tips and traveling during this COVID time. So, Mom has been here for almost 3 weeks. Yeah, actually 3 weeks tomorrow. So she did quarantine for 2 weeks, and of course she's just going to walk us through this before and of course after her traveling. So, Mom, what's your story?
A story about traveling in this pandemic time.
Yes.
Oh, first of all, there is supposed to be need for someone to travel.
Okay.
Then after the need arises, you are supposed to analyze. Is it supposed to be business or just for leisure? I'm sure in this time most of people they travel because there is need. Then according to my experience, before you travel, you have to go through a lot of challenges like flights. You know, the flights are not very stable. You find like in my case, we were supposed to travel using Emirates, but it was cancelled at the last minute. So you are sort of like panicking to start looking for another flight. And then after booking, you have to look at things like travel insurance policy. You should have that when traveling. Then the last one, like in our country in Zambia, where when you are traveling outside the country, you have to go for COVID test. And then that one, when you go for the test, it takes about 24 hours before the results come.
Okay.
And then when the results come, you are told that within 96 hours you have to leave the country. Otherwise, it will expire. Yes, yes. And then there's some few tips which you are supposed to bear in mind. Things like
sorry. Before you talk about those things, so if right now I'm in Zambia and I do want to travel, and of course a COVID test is required, do I just walk in or do I make an appointment to take the test?
We have a university teaching hospital in Zambia. Yes, it's a big hospital. That one you don't need an appointment. You just walk in. Yes, and you are required to pay like something like $50.
Okay.
Whereby when you go to the private hospitals, you pay about $100.
Okay.
So yes, so you just walk in and then you are assured at least maybe 2 hours. You have to be there for 2 hours. And then you are told that you have to go there the following day. So there are things like you might even start panicking to say that, what if I'm positive and I've already bought the ticket? And if you don't buy the ticket in advance, you find that the tickets these days, they are very expensive. So the more you delay, the more they become expensive. Yes.
Okay. So, and if you're traveling, you do want to make sure you find out from the airline. So for example, both with Emirates and Ethiopian Airlines, when we were booking them, they did say, of course, if your COVID test comes out positive, you can change your flight. So some airlines are flexible in towards that.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Sorry, did I disturb your train of thoughts? You're talking about some other things.
Other things like yes, you did a bit, but it's fine. Yes, then there are some precautions which you are supposed to take before traveling. You should have hand sanitizer, should have ginger, should have some painkillers. You should have some garlic, just those basic things. And to be honest, throughout I was busy chewing the ginger and garlic to make sure that even if you are positive, you still have to take some precautions.
And I remember not forgetting the mask. You're actually wearing a matching mask. The mask was matching your outfit. So
yes, actually that is number one. Yes, you have to have a lot of masks as well.
Okay.
Yes.
So during the whole process, when you're waiting at during the layover, how was the departing launch? Was it packed? Was it spacing?
No, there was a lot of space. It was very spacing, whereby you are even told that if the other one sits here, there's supposed to be another seat between you and the next person. It's only that I got disappointed in one of these connections, another country. I wouldn't want to mention the country, but whereby, they started throwing the hand sanitizers for people, and it was only 50 mils. So you go like, in this pandemic time, why should somebody throw your hand sanitizer? Because you are supposed to protect yourself by using hand sanitizers. But in the plane, everything was just wonderful. You find the spacing was good, and even restrooms. Most of the people, as all of us, people were holding on. You just, you are just thinking like, you are not sure of the next person you are with. So there are such precautions. And the air hostess, they were just wonderful, throughout. You find even when it's time to serve food, they make sure that they bring everything like water, everything, so that you don't keep on saying, please may I have some water or something like that. Okay. So it was quite fun. Okay. It is a challenge.
I know one thing you were worried about before you traveled was, I think it's 12 hours from Addis to Toronto, wearing a mask throughout. So how was that experience? You're still here, so you did not suffocate. So how was that experience?
That's another experience. You just have to tell yourself that I should wear this mask. But to be honest, once in a while when eating, maybe you can even wait for like 5 minutes, but then you don't want to be reminded, because you find the air hostess, they'll keep reminding you to say, if they find somebody not wearing it properly, then you are told to wear it properly. So it was a challenge.
Okay.
But as I said, it's an adventure.
For
someone to travel, then there is need.
There is need. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So afterwards, you made it here safely?
Afterwards, we made it here, and then the welcome was just wonderful. And then we were told to fill in some forms to say that you have to quarantine for 14 days.
Okay.
Of which, when you're thinking like, I have to quarantine for 14 days. But, time flies.
Okay.
So when we read,
yeah. Because I know Mom is a health freak, so she would make a concoction of tea, garlic, and ginger. We thank God she's here safely. My brother also made it safely. So it's possible to travel during this COVID. Then.
Oh yes, you have to. Yes, when there is need. Why should you just
keep emphasizing the need?
The need.
The need has to be there.
The need has to be there for you to travel.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Anything else that you'd want to tell us?
No, I just wanted to tell the followers that please don't hesitate. When there is need, travel.
Okay.
It's quite fun. Of course, there is risking here and there, but life has to go on.
Exactly. Life has to go on. So thank you so much. That's Coxes and Suitcases with me, and of course my co-host, Miss Patra. She did tell us about the traveling during the COVID COVID night during COVID, and of course traveling if there is a need. So while you're at it, do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my Facebook page, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Oh, sorry, and oh my gosh, I have my thoughts everywhere now because I'm thinking of COVID.
Yeah.
So anyways, subscribe to my
and don't forget, after all those precautions, cover yourself with the blood of Jesus.
Oh, she does have to put that there. Yes, make sure you cover yourself with the blood of Jesus. Until next time, God bless. So make sure you do watch next week, guys. She's coming up with a lot of fun topics for you guys. I cannot wait. God bless. Have a beautiful weekend. Bye.
Bye.